You, you're talking about what's the young buck's name? I literally just forgot his name now.
Daniel
Dubois. Okay.
Dynamite Dubois.
So I've sparred Dubois before.
Wow. You're joking.
I've sparred Dubois before. It was a while ago. But one thing I said, and it's weird, when he fought Anthony Joshua, I was talking to, no, sorry, when he fought Joe Joyce, I was talking to a friend of mine. He's very into boxing, and he was like, "Nah, man, trust me, Dubois, man, da da da." And I said, "He's a quitter." And he's like, "No, what makes you say that?" I was like, "Because I've made him quit before." And I don't mean it in like he just got frustrated. And I just said that that's a very telling sign of your mind. He's very powerful. And it's not just him. There's a lot of guys that depend on power. If it doesn't go well or they get hit too hard back, they struggle with it. It's almost like a bully tactic to it. Like I'm so used to bullying. When I get bullied, I don't know how to come out of it. I think Dubois, is super powerful and and to be fair, his last fight, he showed me otherwise.
Yeah.
So I think something is changing, which is good. And Anthony Joshua's last couple of fights, his attitude seems to be coming back, which is good. So weirdly enough, this is the perfect collision, perfect time for both of them. Because all the flaws that I was seeing in both of them seem to be kind of coming too. But when Anthony Joshua's on and he has the right attitude, I'd say Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Dubois, I'd say probably the more skillful of the two. But I think Anthony Joshua is the smarter of the two.
We had Johnny Fisher here 3 weeks ago. He's top 10 in the UK boxer. And he knocked his last opponent out in 36 seconds. He said he's sparred with Daniel Dubois, and he said that's the hardest puncher I ever faced.
100%. He's which is why I had to be on my A game, because if that guy touches me, it's a problem. Obviously, there's the weight disparity anyway.
Big time.
But if that guy touches me, it's a problem. Yes. But which is why, again, he got frustrated because he wasn't able to land anything clean, which he's just used to, just like I said, just having his way.
Yeah.
And then again, when he got with Joe Joyce and everything that your land is not working, and then he's still coming forward, that I think, I'm sorry, I don't believe there was anything wrong with his eye. I think he was just like defeated, like. And then obviously with Usyk, there's argument about where low blow, blah 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 blah.
It didn't look like a low blow to me.
It wasn't. I don't think it was a low blow. But at the same time, Usyk is a very smart person, smart fighter, and even still, regardless of whether it was or wasn't, he was still winning that fight and is gonna and beat you anyway. Pretty much on the same kind of thing. Again, I think sometimes he gets overwhelmed. If Anthony plays a very slow paced fight, he likes to be a bit more slow paced. If he plays a slow paced fight, it might maybe work against him. If he has that like the aggressive attitude and keeps the pressure on him, I think it will work. It will work against Dubois, because like I said, I've just seen him get frustrated too often and lose his head. But like I said, over the last couple of fights, he seems to have changed. So it's a good fight. It's a good timer for it.
Yes. You got Tyson Fury versus Usyk ×2. The second fight's coming. I was a little bit shocked by that one, purely because I love Tyson Fury, big, long, tall, born natural fighter, and it felt like that Fury didn't use his size advantage to me as a non-fighter. Like, he should have bullied him more and been all over him. How do you see the next fight playing out, or do you know anything inside?
Yeah, it was a weird one to watch. I'm a fan of both of them. Big fan of both of them. I think Usyk, again, just a talented boxer, but so is Fury in his very awkward style, especially with his awkward size and length and so on and so forth. And it was a weird one, because I literally felt the first, Usyk was right to push the pace, but the first 2 rounds he felt like he was kind of just figuring things out, and then he just started to kind of like slowly just like come back, and then he dropped him, and I'm like, oh, this is game over.